Good afternoon on what is a bright, cold and sunny day. It is Tuesday the 9th of January and I'm in the reading up with a nice hot cup of tea and a meowing cat and a box to continue unboxing. And what I have got in here is a copy of the Kalunga Plateau a fanzine for old school essentials, and this is issue 1. So let's open this up and have a look inside. So, the Kalunga Plateau. Hidden in the depths of the most secluded jungle is a plateau dominated by monstrous beasts and primal tribes. This place holds unaccountable amounts of gems, gold and silver within long forgotten caverns, protected by reptilian monsters, humanoid beings and powerful shamans. Are you brave enough to explore the Kalunga Plateau? This product is an unofficial module for Old School Essentials, and it is compatible with pretty much most OSR games. It is a toolkit containing a setting, rules for character creation, a list of new spells, new creatures, and many tables with content to play at the Kalunga Plateau, an unknown place hidden in your campaign setting, ready to be explored. The complete setting will be divided into different issues. There we go. So this is sort of like is a fanzine devoted to one setting, in this case the Kalunga Plateau. It's written for Old School Essentials, the retro clone from Necrotic Gnome, based upon the basic version of Dungeons & Dragons, the BX version, written by Tom Ordway, Stephen R. Marsh, 1881. And that was my introduction to Dungeons & Dragons, was the version I started with. So, so we open up. This is presumably a map of the top of the Kalunga Plateau. You've got basically a ravine with a river, lots of mountains, a lake, some kind of crater, and some strange city there. This is published through Pitch Black Lair and Exalted Funeral. As you can tell by those logos, we've got a list of basically the credits, and then the contents page, basically the summary, and then we get straight into the description of the plateau itself, with a table of rumours. Quite a long list actually. We've got a D66 table of rumours for you to basically drop onto your players drop into the campaign and hint about something about the Kalunga Plateau in order to get them there. But we've got a description of the setting. So we start off with we've got an ancient empire there and ruins of ancient empire. So we've got an ancient empire which has fallen, and the ruins are scattered across the top of the Kalunga Plateau. Then we get onto the first class, and this is the hunter. Full details of that class. Things like, sending damage does more damage as a hunter because it gets more skilled, works better in hunting as packs. It's got a list of the skills it has. So, climb, stealth, bushcraft, and booby traps, that sort of thing, suitable for the hunter. And also can tame animals. Then the second class is the shaman. And basically has shamanic wisdoms and can conjure invocations. So just cold fingers here, sorry. Next class is the combatant. It's basically your tribal warrior. Pretty much as you would expect. Doesn't look to be anything particularly out of the ordinary. In fact, it's actually the shortest of the three. It's shortest of the three classes. And then means of gaining experience as members of the tribe. So, basically dealing with dangerous creatures, surviving an attack, and then as members of the South Kingdoms, basically for defeating enemies and exploration, sort of like the South Kingdoms are sort of, I suppose, the sort of surrounding kingdoms around the plateau. And then we've got listed the primal invocations. These are the spells that the shaman is going to be casting. So there's the list. There we go. So things like heal wounds, sleep, astral self, animal spirit, call out spirit animal, decrease energy, wings, wake from eternal rests, pine needles, and so on. And a list of those, starting off with first level. So the spirit animals might be a direwolf, a megalosaurus, a tyrannosaur, smilodon, mammoth, and so on. And then the second level spells, third level, and then fourth level spells. So decrease enemy. The shaman compresses every arteries and veins on the target touched. The heart starts to fail. Targets with 3 hit dice or less must succeed at a death saving throw, or they die. So essentially, it's sort of like a death touch spell. Gear, weapons, and coin. This is the gear and how much you can expect to pay for them, and that sort of thing. A nice illustration of a cave entrance. Kind of a classic kind of scene in it's sort of like Dungeons and Dragons style play. And then we have Journey to an Unknown Land. Essentially, so this this is a list of hooks to hook you up to the plateau. So this, I think, is a scenario not designed for the character classes in the book. This is a scenario, I think, obviously designed to get your characters up onto the plateau from another kingdom, from another place, essentially coming to the the Kalunga Plateau as a lost world. So we've got sort of the shady lady, the shady inn on a shady road, sort of travel location. Table of random encounters as well, plus the accompanying stats for those encounters, including thief, artist, assassin, slave trader, mysterious horseman. I stop at the last to sip in before travelling on. Following the Bone Road, and encounters you can have along the Bone Road to the Kalunga Plateau. You've got another table of random encounters for that route. So it's fairly sort of linear in the most part. So you've got that table of encounters, and then at the top was basically the Redbone tribe running into a Tyrannosaurus Rex, of course, which the player characters are not going to be able to deal with. And then like an NPC that they're going to run into, a member of the Hasda tribe, and so on. And then you've got like a quest, the Cave of Pain. So yeah, again, several chambers of this cave, and presumably that's going to be the cave given back on this page, the cave entrance, and dealing with things like an abyssal horror and a decrepit crawler. Essentially what happens once the player characters are kind of succeeded coming back. And they've got basically a little bit of a essentially the equivalent of an editorial there from the designer Gustavo Tertoleone, basically how he came about to create the Kalunga Plateau. And then last of all, we have that map at the front, so essentially this map here, okay, but given as a hex crawl. None of the locations are marked, but presumably that will be done in future issues. So yeah, that's the Kalunga Plateau, issue 1, including the plateau, character classes, and list of invocations for old school essentials. I hope you've enjoyed this unboxing in the Nook. If you have, then please do click on the like button down below. And if you've got any comments or feedback, I do appreciate you taking the time to post those. And lastly, if you want to be alerted to get more unboxings, then where you'll see me out here in the Reading Nook with a box from which I will essentially unbox a book or game or role-playing game, or in this case a fanzine, and talk about it to the best extent of my knowledge for roughly 10 minutes or so, all of course accompanied by a nice hot cup of tea, then please do click on the subscribe button down below. Thanks again for watching another unboxing in the Nook. I'll be back again soon with another one. Bye for now.